This time it was a Southwest Airlines flight, and this happened in Orlando. There's an emergency landing they had to make right there. Fortunately, the good news is that there were no passengers on board, but there, of course, was the pilot with a pretty scary landing, and we actually have some audio from that pilot. Take a listen.
Tower Southwest 8701, we just lost our right engine, needed to declare emergency.
Those were the words from the Southwest pilot as they experienced so-called performance issues shortly after takeoff. The engine began to overheat, so the pilot quickly returned to the airport.
We're leveling off here at 2000, runway heading with engine failure on the right side.
The plane is one of the many MAX jets that are grounded amid safety concerns. The plane was heading to Victorville, California, where Southwest is storing their MAX jets. These so-called ferry flights are allowed, even while the planes are grounded. All of this comes just before the highly anticipated Senate hearing scheduled for today. We're going to hear from the Transportation Secretary, Elaine Chao, and the acting FAA Administrator as they face questions from senators.
I want to know why the FAA was doing safety on the cheap, which is neither safe nor cheap.
Acting FAA Administrator Dan Elwell is expected to tell senators, in part, we know that our oversight approach needs to evolve to ensure that the FAA remains the global leader in achieving aviation safety. All right, so a big focus at this hearing is going to be the relationship between Boeing and the FAA. You heard at least one lawmaker who thinks that they're too close, too comfy. Still, the FAA says that they do have strict oversight. I'm sure that's going to be a subject of debate today at this hearing. Reese, send it back to you from here at Reagan.